Hello everybody, this is your boy Chris Blackthorn Harris coming to you with another Poke video. Today, I have an idea. It just popped in my head when I bumped my head from dropping my deodorant this morning. And all of a sudden, that happened. It's just like a light bulb popped in my head. I'm like, wow, fascinating. This idea is called The Real Deal. Right there, see? The Real Deal Pokemon TCG Adventure idea. And this is how it's gonna go. Number one, the name of the Pokemon product. Plushie Pokemon and a TCG starter deck. Which means you gotta go to any store that sells this. Any store that sells this. When you do, you gotta choose. I don't choose this guy. I'm gonna choose that. No, you gotta choose the starter. Why? You can't go on just any adventure with just any Pokemon like they do in the series. Cause I know people be doing that. They be, dropping off their start and they do the rest of the Pokemon. No. Like you said, I'm gonna just neglect this Pokemon and carry these other guys. Next, name of the country, state, and city to host this event. First of all, I decided, think of one, but the only one that really raised my suspicion of the whole thing was a tournament a league where it actually started. Like I say, back in 2004, what was that tournament called again? The first ever Pokemon TCG World Championships, 2004. So, where was it located? USA. What state? Florida. My home. And what city? Why, Orlando, of course. Why? Because, that's where everything started at. Competition started there, first of all. Before we actually had a full-blown Pokemon TCG league, that's where it started at. Name of the Pokemon League, the Unova Pokemon League. Now, why? Because it's here in America, and Unova is based on America. So, yeah, that happened. Gyms and gym leaders, towns and cities, locations. The first gym is going to be with a town known as Edgewater, with the Chili, Silent, and Crest decks. The last gym is going to be located somewhere near International Drive, which is going to be run by Dragon, the Dragon Trainer. And I wonder, why not Marlin? Well, that'd be too much of an easy battle. I mean, Dragon was the hardest one, so yeah. Gym badges, how to collect them. Based on what league you're competing in. Now, if you're based on what league you're competing in, I say go for it. We're not mad at you, because this is what it's going to start at. It's going to start from Orlando, work its way to the other countries. You dig? How to collect Pokemon. By buying the plushies with the single trading card of the Pokemon. Now, like say, if I want to go to this store and I see this one single card with one plushie Pokemon, that's the card you're going to use into your decks. Why? Because you can collect more Pokemon cards along the way. And then you're going to put into your decks to, set them up to, put them out as active Pokemon. I mean, what can I say, everybody? It's not easy to know how everything is gonna be, but sorry about that, buddy. But I will say this: that's how everything gonna work. You feel me? Are you hear me on this? Okay, how to build a Pokemon team. Now, the reason why I say build a Pokemon team, because you're not just collecting cards and battling with TCG. You're going to build a team that's based on the plushies you collect. Yeah. By putting the card with the plushie that you collect into your deck, you need at least 6 Pokemon like in the games. Yes. And then if you don't believe me on this, I'm going to do a follow-up video on it on that subject so you can see what I'm talking about. See how this idea works. Because see, if you don't see how this idea works, it's like you this guy's a moron. No, if I was a moron, you'll understand where I was coming from with this idea. And I'm coming from all sorts of ways. I'm boom, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're saying, wow, someone please find my brain. He blew my mind. Let's see how the battle system works. By using the TCG cards you collect with the plushie in your deck in a league battle only. As in, you know, like they have the league battle decks. Same way. That's what this whole thing about is a league battle event. That's what this idea is about. League battles. That means not only that, you're collecting, once more, like Ash used to do, gym badges. I mean, what was the whole point of collecting points? I remember at the time you used to collect like what? Points based on the badges you collected. Badge came first, then points. Now just points. Number 9, Pokemon Conference and Champion League locations. Now, if I was to choose where they're gonna host these things for the league, for like the league conferences, it's gonna be at like the Amway Center in Orlando. The Amway Center for the Pokemon Conference is gonna be right there. Then for the Champion League, it's gonna be at the Hilton Hotel, where you got a challenge in a TCG version of the Elite Four, or what it is to call them in the TCG video game, the Masters. I mean, the Grandmasters, forgive me. I mean, think about it. Isn't that the easiest way? And that's the most, what's more fun? Just going around, trying to find tournaments so you collect points. And that thing, you know, boom. You collect points. We need up the ante. Up the flavor ante of the Pokemon world. We gonna say, man, that's nice. I like that, yeah. I can battle with you, bruh. All right, let me get my deck. Let me get my deck. And my plushie. Now you're wondering, where did the plushie come in with this idea? Well, it came from a certain little Pokemon TCG trainer in a 4-part miniseries called Path to the Peak. And this trainer's name is Ava. You gotta love her, and then you gotta love her. She's just a cutie. Along with the other little girl, that one, the little girl who's a fan of Ava. She's adorable. She's adorable. Don't believe me? Check her out for yourself. Check it out for yourself. And I don't know why, but she's just adorable. In episode 3, she's adorable. She loves Ava. She thought we're cute. I'm sorry. It is. She's adorable. Hall of Fame recognition of being a champion. Now, how does that part work? You're asking yourself. Well, Here's the crazy thing about it. And I worked very hard on this. Like I said, I'm going to do a follow-up video on this so you can see where I'm coming from. Hall of Fame recognition of being a champion by taking a picture with the Pokemon plushies you have collected with the cards that came with them. That means, like I said before, a single card with the Pokemon plushie in a pack, with a pack that comes along with the singlet, with a single card, so you can find a strategy to build around that one single card in your deck. Especially the starter deck, you know, say like Bulbasaur and Friends, Charmander and Friends, Squirtle and Friends. But it's gonna be like this, you know, since we're doing a Unifor thing, it's gonna be like, you know, Snivy, Leafy and Confident, Tepe, Blazing and Brave, Oshawott, Swift, like the river. I'm just saying, that's why I'm putting it out there. So if you collect you collect the starter Pokemon, if you get the starter deck with the starter Pokemon and you collect the cards that go along with it, with, like, you know, like you building a real Pokemon team, like they do in the Pokemon games. Like I said before, you gotta collect 6. That means you gotta, you know, start, you know, changing out the strategy of your deck for each one. Once you change out the strategy for each of your decks, and the name of the Pokemon event. Now, you're wondering, what you gonna name this Pokemon event, Chris? What you gonna name it, huh? Here's the best one. Pokemon Black and White League. That means we're going to use the way to earn these badges at this type of the Pokemon event is by going back to using the gym cards. Now you're wondering, what do you mean by gym cards? That means the gym cards where they have the gym leader on one side and the Pokemon on the other, name of the gym and its Pokemon on the front. You open it up and you have to do stamps. Once you do each stamp, the more wins you win from each stamp and reach the symbol of the badge symbol for you to shine the gym leader to collect that gym badge. And that's how this Pokemon, this real deal Pokemon TCG adventure will gonna work. With that being said, I'm your boy Chris Blackthorn Harris. Like, share, leave a comment below. Tell me about the Poke video. Come on, come to my Pokemon TCG battles. I know I shine on through terrorization.